Well, it's a cold night in Seattle, but at the very least, the roof will be shut to shield us from some of that. Tonight, it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the American League's Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. The Astros aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Mike Leake gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot. Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning to this season.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Leake, a 5'10" right-hander, who was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line to the right side. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Striding in for Houston, Michael Lee. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate as he currently leads the American League in runs driven in. First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball stays outside. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his right, Beckham. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Next up for the Astros, number 3. One of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. First pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Houston leads this one 1-0. Garrett Cole will be on the mound for the Astros. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Stepping up now, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Two and 1 count now to the Mariners leadoff batter. His career line against Garrett Cole comes in with 6 hits in 16 tries. Two and 1 now to Gordon. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Gene Segura will be next. Here's the 3-1. Softly hit here to the left side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And now the Astros from the opening bell will have to deal with a real threat on the base paths.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Over to first, Cole, and the runner back safely. Gene Segura standing in as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Gordon aboard here at first with nobody out. One and 1 the count. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Next for Seattle, Nelson Cruz. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Here's the first pitch to him and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, as he'll take a look at ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and two away. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Two out here and a runner at second. And that's over. 2-1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And Springer will tuck this one in to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head to inning number 2 here at Safeco. It's the Astros 1 and the Mariners nothing. So coming to the plate, James Harden. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. Here comes the first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Tapper up the line, but it's foul, strike one. Seared down the first baseline, and this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. And there's a cool milestone for him on the mound. Career punch out number 1,000.
You know, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but he's joining an elite group of pitchers smaller than you might think. Only about 500 pitchers in the history of the game have recorded 1,000 strikeouts in their career, so he's got to feel pretty good about that.
Digging in, Carlos Correa. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the first pitch to him. That's down into left center for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets through and isn't fun for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here's George Springer. And he puts it on the ground to second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one.
Ryan Healy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 1 for 4. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Grounded to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting 7, catcher, Mike Zunino.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Mike Zunino. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Cole's ready. Here's the 3-0. Here's a strike.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And he's taking here and looks at strike 2 right down the middle. The 3-2 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Mariners are down in order. They're down 1-0. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd. Top of the order to follow.
Marwin Gonzalez.
First delivery to him on the way. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Seager has it, and they will not get the speedy Altuve. He's aboard with a bunt single.
Designated hitter, Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Altuve, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A called strike over the outside corner. Set and the 1-1 pitch. Chopper to short, right to him. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Digging in for his second at bat, Michael Lee. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
The 2-0 on the way is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And that misses. Ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, number 3. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henniger. And that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Denard Span, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Denard Span.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to the right side. There is Altuve, and there's 1 away. So with 1 away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. So the first man set down in the inning now for Gordon Beckham. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Skied into very shallow right. Lee is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, center fielder, D. Gordon.
Here's D. Gordon now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 1 strike now from Cole. And he fouls this one off. Cole into the windup, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, James Harden. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here comes the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch catches the inside corner. A swing and a miss at a ball down. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Sinker. 3-2 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Grounded down the third baseline. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Into the box now, David Lee, as they look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Correa trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. From the stretch. Drilled to the right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead-off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A tough sinker on the inside corner. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Waiting on it is Henniger. And that ends the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Astros 2 and the Mariners nothing. Striding in once again, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-1. Misses for the second ball. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The left fielder, number 23, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Cruz stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. He'll get it into second, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
In now, Ryan Healy. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 0-1 delivery. In the air, down the line in left. Moving under it, Harden. And that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Marwin Gonzalez. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Marwin Gonzalez.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0.
No strike.
Softly hit toward the hole. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Bases are empty, one man out. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch, and a sinker dips too low there into the dirt. In fact,
boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to third, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball, and he'll reach second now with one away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely stealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Standing in now, Josh Reddick. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Altuve, the runner at second with 1 away. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Looped over toward first, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Digging in once again, Michael Lee. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. With runners in scoring position this season, Lee has proven to be one of the best hitting pitchers around. Get this, his average up over 300.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. High in the air out to center field. Gordon is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Astros leave 1. They're up 2-0. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Change up in for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Here now is Mike Zunino looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And that one right down Main Street. And the pitch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone! It's a solo homer here for Mike Zunino. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Mariners strike for a run. It's now a 2-1 score.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Stepping in now, Denard Span. Fly ball right down the line in left. Harden is in pursuit. And he makes the catch in the corner.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Gordon Beckham.
Here's the second baseman now, Gordon Beckham. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. He comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Still 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Ready for another shot now. Number 3. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Number 3.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
The windup and the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Here it is on 3-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past him.
James Harden.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And the runner back. Into the box now, James Harden. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1. This is flared out towards second. A tag for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, catcher, David Lee.
Stepping into the box, David Lee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The pitch. Popped him up. Zunino is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Here's D. Gordon now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here's the first pitch to him. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Flipped out the other way towards short. Knee high, he barehands it. It's in time.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura standing in. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Gene Segura becomes out number 2 this inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A drive by Cruz. Deep left field. Over the bullpen and gone. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Mariners have come back to tie things at 2.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Calling for it, Harden. And that retires the side. Mariners strike back to tie things on the solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Here's Carlos Correa now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Number 4.
Yeah, and the go-ahead run stands at second base here to start their half of the 7th. And I tell you, when they've got an opportunity like this, you've got to take advantage of it, especially this late in the ball game. We'll see if they can get it done.
Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and that means that's going to do it for starter Mike Leake. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. David Phelps comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
David Phelps.
Here's George Springer, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 1-2 is in there, a called strike 3.
The batter, first baseman.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Altuve. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
First offering on its way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hit slowly back to the mound. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. One left for Houston. Score remains 2-2. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Ryan Healy.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
1 strike now from Cole. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. There's Kyle Seager in the on-deck circle. We'll see him next. The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Seager. He went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
The 2-0 on the way. Down the first baseline. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Joe Smith comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mike Zunino. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Smith has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Shoots this one over to first. Gonzalez is there. The second for 1 on the first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
In now, Denard Span, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
One pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Span. Ready with another 2-2. Popped him up. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Seattle. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Nick
Your attention,
Vincent
please.
is out from the bullpen
Now
now as he'll be
pitching for the
making his
Mariners,
first appearance of
number
this young
50,
season.
Nick Vincent.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. And this tie ball game is a
Leading
battle
off
of the
for the Astros,
bullpens now, and I'm sure you're
designated
enjoying
hitter,
that, Dan.
Josh
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Low with a fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Missed with a slider. Michael Lee will be next. And the payoff pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. To his left, Beckham. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. Ready once again, Michael Lee. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Down and away, ball 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Chopped weakly to the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 3. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Robinson Cano is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Oh, and 2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one. Good waist pitch, 1-2. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, D. Gordon, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Good fight to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over. Standing in now, Gene Segura. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. In there, 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Here it is. The bouncer to the left side. Correa takes it in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. Score remains 2-2. Back now in the beautiful Pacific Northwest as we're set for what's left of this one from Safeco Field. Robinson Cano will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 22, Robinson Cano.
Striding in once again, James Harden.
Leading off for Houston, left fielder, James Harden.
First pitch on its way. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, catcher, David Lee.
Digging in once again, David Lee. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball one. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for two. And he's not stopping. He wants three. And he'll make it to third base safely with only one out as the go-ahead run. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Here's the first pitch. Ball one.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
2-0 now. And that misses as well. 3-0. The 3-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. So there's ball four. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get four wide ones as well.
Center fielder, number 4.
Here's George Springer. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch. The cutter runs outside. Ball one. The 1-0. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Runners are at first and third, one away. Hit hard down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. His career history with Nick Vincent, he's 1 for 4. The ground is short. Could this be two? There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Astros 3 and the Mariners 2. Chris Davinsky comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Nelson Cruz will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Left side of the infield into the shift. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Last chance for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Houston came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Joe Smith gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Chris Davinsky records the save, his 8th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Astros, 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mariners, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available at stations on First Avenue, Royal Brom Way, and Edgar Martinez Drive.